We gotta get ready because I haven't done this in a minute. Hey guys, what's up? It's Shanine. How y'all doing? Guys, I missed you so much. Y'all don't even know. I have been through some stuff recently. And a little bit of today's video is going to be about what I've been going through and how I got through it. So if you looked at the title, the word depression's in it, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. I have been taking a break from YouTube just because I needed it for my sanity. I didn't have a meltdown, but I went through a really dark time, you know what I'm saying? And that happens sometimes. That happens to me sometimes, and maybe you guys have experienced depression of some sort in your life at some time or some point in your lifetime. And you know, depression has not been a stranger to me. You know, I've dealt with it in my past, not as much when I was a child, but as a teenager, you know, depression and anxiety. And as an adult, you know, there are certain situations, circumstances, things that have happened in my life. And maybe you guys can agree with this. There's maybe some things that have happened in your life situation that triggered, you know, a time, you know, a season in your life. And, you know, it's been a few months of heartache, pain, just several things that have happened. You know, if you guys are familiar with my channel, if you've watched it in the past, or if you've been watching any of my videos, you've heard me mention the loss of my mom. So that's something that, you know, has weighed really heavy on my heart. Not only that, but in the past 2 years, we've had 4 deaths. My husband and I have had 4 deaths in our family. So it's been extremely difficult. It's been a very hard time. You know, and that along with, you know, other, you know, daily things, you know, other family things, nothing big, but those are the 4 main things that I have dealt with. And, you know, I haven't sought counseling, so that's probably another reason. You know, it's good to speak to somebody. And I'm not saying a psychiatrist or medication. Oh, by the way, before I get real deep into this video, I do want to say I'm not a doctor or a professional. What I'm going to be telling you today is just my advice. You could take it, you could leave it. I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just telling you what I've been through and what helped me. And hopefully, you know, if you're going through something right now, hopefully this will help you as well. That's my plan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. I mean, I'm not going to tell you all my business because y'all don't need to know all Janini's business, but I am just going to tell you, you know, those are the things that I have been going through. And, you know, depression is kind of like my dad. I had a conversation with my dad a couple of days ago, and my dad, he really helped me out a lot, you know. And my dad, he has been through some times in his difficult times in his life. My dad has dealt with depression through a big period of his lifetime, and he understood where I was coming from, you know what I mean? And he explained it really well. He said, you know, when you're depressed, when you are in that place, he's like, you can't see the sunshine. You can't see the clouds in the sky, you know, you can't smell the flowers. You don't see any of the goodness that's around. You know, you're focusing so much on something in your past, and you can't let it go. And until you let go of what you're holding on to, you can't move forward. So you're stuck. And that hit it like a nail on the head. I mean, to the T of what he said resonated with me, because that's what I felt. That is exactly what I felt. And it was true. I couldn't see the sunshine. I couldn't see the goodness around, you know. A lot of times you get so focused on a particular thing. Maybe something happened to you in your past. Somebody hurt you. You know, whatever it may be, you have to let it go. You got to let it go. You can't hold on to it. If you hold on to it, it will destroy you. It will destroy your life. It could destroy you. And, you know, that is Satan's plan. He wants to destroy people. He wants to destroy families. He wants to destroy marriages. He wants to destroy relationships between parents and children and siblings and friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to take what's ours and get it back. We got to get our joy back. We got to get our lives back. And we need to look at all the good things. You know, I wasn't looking at all the goodness, you know, my family, my children, my brothers and sisters, you know, my dad that I still have, you know, everybody's healthy. You know, we're doing really well. My husband and I, our relationship, you know, so many good things to be happy about, and I couldn't see the good things, you know what I mean? And some of the things that I've done, I have not sought professional help. I'm not taking medication or anything like that. I'm not against any of that. For me, I'm not the type of person that likes to take medication, and I don't want to be on something. I feel like sometimes, you know, if you need medication, you know, I'm not going to tell you to do it or not, but my feelings about it and what my opinion is that I don't want to take something to mask or cover up my problems, because they will still be there. Like, I want to deal with my problems. I don't want to have the reoccurring problem situations going on over and over again. Like, I want to deal with what's going on in my life. And what has helped me a lot is talking to people. And I'm not saying anybody. You don't want to go telling everybody your business, because some of these deep, dark things are crazy. So you don't want to be telling any type of person. I would say find somebody that is somebody that you trust, somebody that can relate to what you're talking about. Maybe somebody that has been down that path, that has, you know, come around. A good person, a mentor, somebody that you trust. That's the main thing that you could talk to. You know, sometimes talking about things and putting light on the subject dissolves a lot of it. But what I will say is this: if you're holding a grudge against someone or unforgiveness, the person that's being hurt the most is yourself. You got to let it go. Because it's going to hold you back. You know, holding on to that forgiveness is going to keep you in this place, and that person is still living their life, enjoying their life, and you're the one suffering. You got to let it go. Let go of the past. Let those people, it's not, when you forgive somebody, you're not saying that what they did was okay. You are just saying, I release the power that this situation has over my life, and I forgive you. You don't have to go be best friends with that person, but if that person is somebody that is important in your life, I would try to make amends with that person. Talk to that person. Maybe they don't know that you were affected or that you were hurt. If you can, you know, talk to that person and let them know how you feel, because it's important to talk to people and tell them, you know, what you said to me hurt me, and it's been hurting me for this amount of time. You know, maybe that person will be able to say, oh my God, I never knew that what I said or what I did affected you this way. Maybe they do know that they've hurt you. But I think it's important for people to know when they've done something wrong. You need to take that power, release that person, and move on. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes you got to forgive somebody for one thing more than once. I have forgiven somebody for something, and you know what? Satan has a way of reminding me about a situation or something that happened to make me angry at that person again, and I have to forgive that person. Not go up to them and ask them, hey, or tell them, hey, I forgive you. In my heart, I have to forgive that person again. So forgiveness is something that is, sometimes you got to do it over and over. If you feel like you're going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else, please seek professional help. You know, go to the emergency room if you're like, if it's something that's serious, emergency, or if you have time to make an appointment, go see somebody, see a professional. You don't want to get to that place. I was not at that place, thank God. I had a dark cloud over my, everywhere I went. It was just over me, like the commercials show, you know what I'm saying? The third thing, maybe you guys will agree or disagree with this, but this is what helped me, is talking to God, reading the Bible. That's helped me out a lot. My relationship with God is not how it used to be. I was a very strict Christian, and I was sanctified, holified, you know what I'm saying? Like I was, the Bible was in my hand all the time. I was singing all the time, praising God all the time. And my relationship with God was like this, or so I thought. And I, had an experience where, I left the church that I was at and I didn't do it the right way, y'all. Like, if you're in a position at a church and you have responsibilities at a church, like, do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? Don't do things the wrong way, just like leave and not come back. That's what I did, and that was really wrong. And I hope that if any of you guys are watching, that you could forgive me for that. And I've seen some of the people that I've gone to that church with, and I asked them for forgiveness. And I haven't seen everybody, but I did see a lot of the people that I went to that church that I was going to, and I did ask for forgiveness, and I hope that you guys can, forgive me. But what I was trying to say was this, reading the Bible, and Psalms is a really good book in the Bible to read because King David, who has had highs and lows in his lifetime and in his reign, he suffered a lot with depression, but while he was depressed and in that dark place, he never stopped looking for God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stopped looking for God. Like, I pretty much turned my back on God, and here I am alone. That's why, you know what? I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I got to that place, because sometimes God has to let you get low for you to find out you need him. Because sometimes you get to a place in your Christian life where you feel like you don't need God. Maybe you don't say that, but you feel like you're just up here. And sometimes we need to be brought down to realize and recognize who God is and his power, and that we can't do nothing without him. We need him. And so I'm glad that I got to this place, because it made me seek him. And you know what? God promises that if you seek him, you'll find him. God is hidden a lot of times, and he's a mystery, and we don't understand why he does what he does, why he allows and permits certain things and situations. And that's not our job to know what all his plans are. That's his job. We're not God. So reading the Bible has helped me out a lot, and I'm gonna read a verse. I'm not gonna get all like churchy up in here, but I am gonna read you a verse because I feel like this verse helped me. It touched me, and hopefully it will touch you. And then I'll just read it. It's Psalm 51. If you have a Bible, you can go ahead and pull it out. I'm reading from the Life Recovery Bible, the New Living Translation. Everybody has their opinions about their Bibles, but I like this one because when I read it, I understand it. Psalm 51. I'm reading verses 1 through 17. Have mercy on me, O God, because of your unfailing love. Because of your great compassion, blot out the stain of my sins. Wash me clean from my guilt. Purify me from my sin. For I recognize my rebellion. It haunts me day and night. Against you and you alone have I sinned. I have done what is evil in your sight. You will be proved right in what you say, and your judgment against me is just. For I was born a sinner, yes, from the moment my mother conceived me. But you desire honesty from the womb, teaching me wisdom even there. Purify me from my sins, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow. Oh, give me back my joy again. You have broken me. Now let me rejoice. Don't keep looking at my sins. Remove the stain of my guilt. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Renew a loyal spirit within me. Do not banish me from your presence, and don't take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and make me willing to obey you. Then I will teach your ways to rebels, and they will return to you. Forgive me for shedding blood, O God, who saves. Then I will joyfully sing your forgiveness. And seal my lips, O Lord, that my mouth may praise you. You do not desire a sacrifice, or I would offer one. You do not want a burnt offering. The sacrifice you desire is a broken spirit. You will not reject a broken and repentant heart, O God. That's like, man, David, you knew what you was talking about, dude. Like, I'm telling y'all, Psalms is restorative to my soul and God. is, you guys, God is here. God is alive. You may not believe because you don't see him, but just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there and it doesn't exist. Just talking to God from my heart, you know, like I don't repeat prayers or anything like that. I just talk to God from my heart. I walk my dog outside and I'm like, God, thank you. Thank you for this weather. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my friends on YouTube. God bless them. If anybody out there is depressed or feeling low, I pray that God would lift you up. You know, talk to God. Talk to him from your heart. If you don't believe in God, tell him, I don't believe in you, God. Help me believe in you. Like, talk to God like that. Like you have a conversation with a friend or a person, have a conversation with God like that. If you need answers, ask God questions. I'm telling you, God is real. I've experienced so many great things in his presence in my life. I can't deny it because no one can tell me God doesn't exist. I don't care where I am in my Christian walk, but I know this. God is real. He lives and he's coming back again. Yes, if y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, you know, like I said earlier, I'm so sorry that I took this break, but I needed it for myself. And sometimes we need to take a break. We need to take a step back and look at the goodness and be thankful. You guys, if you're in that place where I was, if you're in that dark place with the cloud over your head, start forgiving, start letting things go, and talk to somebody that you trust, okay? Look for God. Read a Bible verse. You don't have to spend all day praying and doing this or that. You know, if you have a Bible, open it up, go into Psalms, read something. Read something out of there. 5 minutes of your life, you guys. I'm telling you, it will change your life. Change my life. I love you guys, and I thank you guys for supporting me, for being here. I thank you. Keep me in your prayers. I'll keep you in mind. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button. If you like this video, hit that like button. Yes. Bye, y'all. Have a great day.